Hey, what's going on everyone? Matthew from therighttrader.com here, back today with another daily crypto update. In this video, as per usual, I'm going to be going over Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and then Neo, Ripple, and Vertcoin, all in a more detailed technical analysis in just a second. I'm also going to update you guys on, the general market and the altcoins. Otherwise, as per usual, if you haven't purchased cryptocurrencies yet, go check out Coinbase. I have a link in the description. They're not a sponsor, I just use them myself, and you can get $10 free worth of Bitcoin when you sign up. So yeah, go check them out. Otherwise, let me get right into what's been going on with the general market and the altcoins. So definitely a bit of a drop here, which was somewhat unexpected, to be quite honest. Of course, Bitcoin, it was more expected that it was going to drop in the coming days, but I think most people thought that the altcoins were going to bounce and continue to move higher, right? Now, what happened, I think, is as Bitcoin saw more weakness, right, some fear entered the market, and, there was basically just a sell-off across the board, right? If you look, we're pretty much completely in the red in the altcoins and in the main three as well. So like I said, I'm pretty sure, and we'll have to confirm this in the technical analysis and everything, but as Bitcoin started selling off, and don't forget that Bitcoin has another fork, I think in a month, so there's still some uncertainty with Bitcoin, and people started seeing everything, started dropping, and people just got scared, typical sell-off really. So now we'll have to see where that leaves all these cryptos, but as far as the main three goes, Bitcoin down about 3%, Ethereum down about 5%, and then Litecoin down about 7%, okay? So getting into the technical analysis here with Bitcoin first, we touched this middle band, right, which was the support level that I kind of expected it to hit, right? I mentioned that in my previous daily crypto update. And, we bounced off that. Now, we have a little bit of a doji candle forming, which is good, right? Could see a bounce here. But remember, it's also very possible here with the weakness in the market right now that we'll want to come back down and, sort of test this 4,900 level / 5,000 level before moving higher, because that would really be a good pullback and would really allow us to move up further, because if we don't retest this level, it seems pretty likely to me that we're going to test it. But for now, it's still looking okay. It's looking like it has some strength on this middle band, which is good and was expected, like I said. So for confirmation that we're going to move back higher, I'll be looking at the high of today, which is 5,643. So as soon as we're able to break and hold above that with a nice green candlestick, I think we can move back higher, right? If we see a drop below this middle band, though, probably 5,000 / 4,900 level will be in play, okay? As far as the ISI goes, we're still downtrending. The MACD crossed over, histogram crossed over as well, and is now downtrending. So this obviously isn't great, and it's just the beginning, it's looking like. So don't be surprised if we move lower in the next couple of days, right? Like I said, there is a bit of fear right now in the market and a bit of weakness with the upcoming fork and everything. And it does look like some people pulled out. Now, Ethereum. Okay, so Ethereum is doing not that bad, actually. So the histogram is still looking relatively okay. MACD still moving downwards, though. We're still in our symmetrical triangle on the RSI, so no new changes there. Now, what happened is we're in this new, I drew a lot here on the Ethereum chart, but basically we broke out of this shorter term downtrend yesterday, as you can see, right? And so today we had a pullback, but we did bounce off this line over here, right? So that's good, and we're still in our very short term uptrend. I think we're making higher lows, which is good. So from this point, we'll just have to see, are we going to break lower, right, and break this 288 level. Now, to be quite honest, I think Ethereum is just going to move kind of sideways and really just kind of bounce in this new little triangle that we have over here. That would be probably what's most likely. Of course, you know, I've been saying this. It's also pretty likely that it tests this uptrend line. Could very well test it around here, around this 278 level, 280 level. That would make sense because it's in line with the previous support levels as well. So I could definitely see that happening, and then we'll just have to see if it's able to really bounce off that nicely or if it'll break that. Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see for that one though. Moving over to Litecoin now, which actually got a bit of weakness here in the past couple hours. So let's see. It's looking like we're really testing and even breaking a bit this uptrend line, which we already have done a couple times. And so we'll see. Hopefully we can really close above this and get some kind of bounce. But like I said, there is some weakness here in Litecoin for sure. And you know, the RSI now, we broke down below the symmetrical triangle. So that's definitely bearish. The histogram is also moving downwards. Same thing with the MACD. And you know, as far as the price action goes, like I said, right, we now broke below the middle band completely. So that's going to be a new added resistance level. Plus, we're really pushing the limit of this uptrend line. So it's definitely looking pretty weak right now for Litecoin, you know, and as per usual, I'll be looking at breaking back above the middle band, which is at 57 right now, or, you know, the daily high of 56 for some confirmation of maybe a bounce back. But here it could look like we might have a break of this uptrend line, which would definitely not be good, right? This would probably send us back down to the low over here of maybe $48, which, you know, we don't really want to start moving back down into the $40 range, right? That's definitely not going to be the best sign. And, you know, otherwise, see if we can hold these two support levels, the lows of the past 2 days, which was basically, you know, around 52.50, okay? So we'll have to see. Otherwise, you know, if we're able to stay in the symmetrical triangle, we can just expect it to sort of bounce and then finally make a decision, right? But definitely some weakness here in Litecoin. And like I said, this was somewhat unexpected, right? Just yesterday, it looked like the altcoins were going to get a nice bounce, but now, like I said, there's some fear coming in, and people are basically, you know, cashing out, right? They don't really want to deal with the drama, of course. You know, Bitcoin fork and everything. People, you know, a lot of people, weak hands, you know, that's what they're called, and they really just get scared off, right? Now, Neo is actually looking still pretty decent right now, which you know, it did have a big drop, but if you look here, we're still in our symmetrical triangle on the RSI, right? Our MACD still looks like it's about to cross over, so that's actually really nice. We're still uptrending. Histogram still uptrending as well, and you know, the only problem here, I would say, with Neo right now is the price action, where we're really testing this. You know, for example, Litecoin is really testing the uptrend line, right, which is more bearish, and Neo has a bit more strength here, where it's on the upper range of the symmetrical triangle. The only problem is it tested the the downtrend line over here, you know, a bunch of times now, and it's really not able to break through that. Okay, so you know, right now we're below the middle band again, which isn't the best. We'll see if we're able to close above that, but it's looking kind of unlikely right now. I think we're going to move back down to maybe this area right here, which would be, you know, sort of 27 is where I see it going in the next couple, you know, maybe the next day or two. But, you know, like I said, we do have a bit more strength than something like Litecoin based on the chart. It's just that now we've tested the uptrend, this downtrend line several times now, and you know, the more we test it, the more likely we are to fail the test and then come crashing back down, right? But with that being said, the indicators do look pretty good compared to some of the other ones, so I have to give that to Neo. XRP now, let's see. So this one has been acting pretty bad here the past couple days, and has definitely seen quite a bit of weakness. Now, indicators still not looking good, right? Broke out of the uptrend on the RSI. Same thing with the MACD. Now, one thing to realize is we could see a little bit of a hook back now, and the MACD is starting to round up and maybe move back up. Sorry, turn back upwards. Okay. Now, as far as the chart goes, similar to what was it? I think I don't remember Ethereum or Litecoin, but we broke out of this shorter term downtrend yesterday, and now we're retesting this line over here. Okay. So now we have a new little triangle that we can bounce in for Ripple. Okay, it did get a nice bounce off this uptrend line over here, so that's good. That put some strength back into it. And now I kind of expect it to retest this uptrend line and sort of move in this triangle until making a final decision, right? Now we really want to see it hold this uptrend line, of course, and we don't want to really break below this low of day, of course. Now, as far as the bullish move goes, it would just be breaking this high of 21 cents that we put in today, and just sort of moving higher. But right now, a lot of weakness in the crypto market, and I can just kind of see it bouncing in this triangle for now for Ripple. And finally, Vertcoin. By the way, if you want me to add any cryptocurrencies, please let me know. I can easily do that. Vertcoin. So Vertcoin over here is actually in the green as of right now, and I've been tracking this one in the past couple days. So it's struggling a bit at this support level over here, and we have a bit of a dragonfly doji candlestick, which it can signal either a top or a bottom. Right now it would be more of a top, and I don't like how it has it seems to have some trouble holding nicely above this support level, which isn't the best thing to see. Now obviously it did have a massive run up, and we're still uptrending even in the short term, which is good, right? Now the MACD might start to pull back down. The histogram might start to pull back down. Of course, the MACD is very overextended. Our RSI is still looking okay, to be honest, and like I said, it just seems to have some trouble moving higher right now. As you can see, it put in sort of this double top here on these 2 days, and to be honest, I do see this moving maybe lower towards this area right over here, which would be sort of this $3 area. Sort of expect to get a bounce off that, and we'll see. Yesterday it looked like it was going to maybe trade in this range. Now it's looking like it's probably going to trade in this range, to be honest, with the weakness in the market. So either or, it's not that big of a deal. I'm still very bullish on Litecoin, but in the short term here, short to medium term, I think we might see a bit of a pullback and expect it to trade in maybe the middle of this range. So probably around between $3 and $3.30 at least. So yeah, maybe a bit of a pullback coming for Vertcoin, and a little bit of range bound action in this range right over here. Okay. So that's kind of what I expect to see with Vertcoin. Otherwise, everyone, this concludes our daily crypto update for today. Like I said, basically a bit of a scare in the market here with some upcoming forks and stuff. So we'll just have to see how big of a pullback this will be. Hopefully, though, it'll be pretty tame. But right now, the market got scared as Bitcoin started dropping more, and everything started selling off. And now Bitcoin is looking like, with the upcoming uncertainty, it's probably going to move lower, right, like I said. So yeah, this is the end of the daily crypto update. I thank you for watching. Please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Have a nice day, everyone.